Do you know how to approximate solutions to equations involving irrational numbers? Well, first, one of the most common irrational numbers that you're ever going to see is pi. And the approximate solution for pi is 3.14. So when you see pi in an equation, you can substitute 3.14 into that equation. Now we use equals here, but you can also know that this is an approximate value for pi. Since pi is irrational, it goes on and on and on and on without stopping. However, for mathematical purposes, we use 3.14 for pi. Now let's take a look at an example and see if you can evaluate the solution for the example. So let's say that x is equal to 4 pi. Now, when I have a 4 next to a pi, next to the symbol for pi, it's the same thing as saying 4 times pi. In this case, I can use 3.14 for pi, so I can say that x is equal to 4 times 3.14, and x is approximately 12.56. I use approximately because pi is an approximation. 3.14 is an approximation for pi. Let's say that y is equal to 6 pi. Again, I'm going to use 3.14 as an approximation for pi. And I can say that y is equal to 6 times 3.14. And then y is approximately 18.84. Let's say that a is equal to 36 pi. Again, I'm going to use 3.14 as an approximation for pi, and I have a is equal to 36 times 3.14, and that a is approximately 113.04. Now, sometimes you're going to see something that looks a little different. You might have something that looks like this: x equals pi minus 4.6. And I want to solve for x. So again, I can use an approximation for pi, and I have x is equal to 3.14 minus 4.6. Now I'm going to find the difference between these two values, and because 4.6 is larger and I'm taking it away from 3.14, x is approximately negative 1.46. This is now my answer. You could also have one like this: x is equal to 5 pi plus the square root of 9. Now again, I can use 3.14 as an approximation for pi, and I have x is equal to 5 times 3.14 plus, and I can evaluate the square root of 9 to be 3. Now I can multiply. X is approximately 15.7 plus 3. X is approximately 18.7.